Hey guys, I had a question in my DMs about how many cc's or how many grams of tissue you would have to take off a breast to go down a cup size. And the converse of that would be how many milliliters of implant would you have to add to go up a cup size. There is not an easy answer. And the reason for that is because of how bra sizing is done. So if you're a woman, you probably know the band size is your rib cage measurement, but you actually round that up to the closest even number. So if your rib cage measures 31 inches, then your band size is going to be 32. Then you measure your bust size, which is not a simple thing, especially if things aren't as perky as they could be. You almost have to wear a bra to measure the bust size. Then the difference between the bust and the band is what gives you your cup size. So for example, if your rib cage measures 31 inches and your bust measures let's say 35 inches, well, you would actually wear a 32-inch bra. So the band size would be 32. You take 35 minus 32, and that number is 3. So ABC, you would be a 32C cup. No wonder nobody wears the right size bra, right? So you've got variables working there, and because you're looking at how much you increase projection, there's not a straight answer for how much volume that's going to take. It will very much depend on the broadness of your chest and the diameter of your rib cage. Somebody who's got a smaller band size doesn't need as much volume to go up a cup size as somebody who has a larger band size. So for example, I might put in a 200 milliliter implant on a patient to have them go from B to C. And then on another patient, I could need a 700 milliliter implant to go from B to C, just because of how they're built. So there's not a straight up answer, which really sucks. And there's not a way to measure your bra size while you're on the table. So the way it's done is literally eyeballing it. And after, a decade and a half of doing plastic surgery, I'm pretty good at estimating bra size. That's like my fun party trick, I guess. But what I do find really helpful for patients is to run simulations on the simulation software I use, which is Chrysalix, is what it's called. Just because what looks like a B cup to me and probably measures as a B cup may not be what they're thinking of. So I can literally say, hey, this is probably what a C cup's gonna be on your frame. And they can say, okay, that's perfect, or smaller or bigger. And that's where I tend to use it the most, is so I can make sure the patient and I are on the same page in terms of what a C cup looks like, what a D cup looks like. And the actual volume that it takes to get there is gonna be different for everybody. It's great, it's a fun time. But that is why it's an art form and not a science.